falling, or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You and me, doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Vlogmas. I hope you're all doing well on this Sunday evening. Today's Vlogmas is going to be a Q&A. It's not really a Christmassy one, but I just thought I've had quite a few new subscribers throughout this last year and I've never really done a Q&A before, so I thought I would just give you guys the opportunity to ask me loads of questions and I can just answer them in a video. So I did put up an Instagram post and also a YouTube post, so if you didn't see either of them then please go and follow me on Instagram so you know for next time and you can ask me a question. I did get quite a few, so apologies if I don't manage to answer them all in this video, but if it's something that you guys enjoyed then again let me know in the comments and I will do another one of these in the new year. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm going to start with the Instagram questions first and yeah, let's just rock and roll. So the first question that I got was, what are your 2022 goals? Now this isn't, I haven't really thought about what my goals for next year are. I probably will have similar goals to what I had this year. I know that this year one of my YouTube goals was to get 5,000 subscribers. Unfortunately I haven't managed that, but I can just move that goal onto next year's one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in 2022 I will reach that one. I really want to hit 3k by Christmas. I think I am about 70 subscribers away, so if you're not already subscribed then please do so down below, as that would just be a highlight of my year if I managed to make it to 3k. Aside from that, I think in 2022 my main goal at the moment is I just want to be happy. I'd say I've had quite an unhappy year with everything that's been going on with COVID and my skin and things like that. Yeah, my skin's clear now and I'm so glad that I went on Roaccutane, but it is so it affects you so much mentally, so I really wasn't there this year much. But I just want next year to be a really positive year. Hopefully we can go on some nice holidays. With my job I don't really have any goals, to be honest with you. I mean, I would like to maybe go part-time at work and be able to do YouTube part-time as well, because at the moment I have a full-time job and I manage YouTube on the side, which doesn't leave me a lot of time to do anything else really, especially with seeing my family, my family is so big, and tidying the house and things like that. It doesn't give me all that much time for other stuff, so it would be good if I could focus a little bit more on YouTube. So even if I dropped one day at work and I had a full day in the week and the other times after work that I already do to focus on YouTube, I think that would help. So that's probably my main goal actually. I don't want to progress at work at all. I'm just content and I don't want to change that, if that makes sense. But yeah, those are kind of the goals. I don't really know what else to say at the moment unless I have a big long think about it, but I just want to be positive next year, which kind of leads me on to the next question as well. Somebody has asked, a couple of people have asked this actually. They've asked, what do you do for work? What is your job? What is your full-time job? So I got that quite a few times. I think somebody asked that over on YouTube as well. I'm just doing the Instagram questions at the moment. So I'm not going to tell you what company I work for, but I work for a high street bank. I've had a couple of roles within them basically. Last year I changed my job role and I was working full-time at home. I was working in the the mortgage contact centre. So I was working with a lot of brokers. That really wasn't the job for me, being on the phone constantly. It was quite a monotonous job, I would say. But it was an easy job, so if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But I found it very lonely being at home by myself all day, especially because Matt works such long hours and because I was on my tablets as well for my skin, that just made my mental health plummet. So I went back to branch. So yeah, I'm back in the branch now basically. The next one, this one's from my friend Georgia. By the way, when I posted this on Instagram, I said I was going to keep it anonymous, but I'm going to out Georgia on this one because it's funny. But she asked, do you love Maisie more than Matt? Yes and no. Like, I love Matt more, but I love him in like a romantic way, whereas Maisie I love kind of like she's my child in a sense, so I love her in a completely different way. Maisie, oh, I just love that cat so much. I just love her so much, but then I love Matt as well, so neither or, I love them the same but in different ways. To answer your question, if you could go back, would you go back to high school? Yes and no. I think in a sense, like, I would go back to high school because at the time I didn't realise how easy it was looking back. Did that even make sense? Like, when you're in high school, you don't realise how easy it is until you leave high school. So I kind of wish I'd like made more of it, and it's really good because you get to see your friends every day and you finish at 3 o'clock every day. And yeah, I think I would go back to high school, to be fair, but I think I would be more confident. Like, I'd say I was quite shy in high school. Like, I would have my friendship group, but I'd be quite shy to speak to other people outside of that. And I don't know, like, I don't know if people used to think I was aloof. Someone told me I was aloof once, but that wasn't the case. I was just too shy to like talk basically. But yeah, so I definitely would go back, and I really wanted to start YouTube in high school as well, but again, I was too scared of what people would say, and I wish I was just like more confident in that and just not care what people think basically. But that's all in hindsight. So, but then also I wouldn't go back to high school because I wouldn't have what I've got now. I wouldn't have Maisie. So yeah. Next one is, what is your Harry Potter house? Harry Potter house is Ravenclaw. I love all of the houses really, to be fair. Like, I probably resonate with all of them a little bit, but Ravenclaw is my main gal. So yeah, don't really know what else to say about that. Who's my celeb crush? Well, I think we all know that everybody my age fancies Zac Efron, because he's just like that one celebrity that we were there when High School Musical came out. We were like teenagers. I think I was like 12 or 13, and obviously High School Musical 1 came out, and then he's just like grown as we've grown up, and he's grown with the times and the trends. Like, we fancied him when the swishy hair was like in, and like now I fancy him when he's like older and all like muscly. So maybe Zac Efron's the top one, but my main celeb crush is Taylor Lautner, or is it Taylor Lautner? I don't know how you pronounce it, but I am I team Jacob? I don't know, but I think I'm team Edward, but I fancy Taylor Lautner. So it was a struggle when I watched Twilight to know if I was team Edward or Jacob. But yeah, Taylor Lautner. Does anyone else just fancy Orlando Bloom as Legolas, or is that just me? Is that weird? But yeah, and Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy. The next one is, how do you manage to do your YouTube channel and have a full-time job? I don't know. I have to plan it very like well. So my schedule kind of works well for me because I upload on Wednesdays and Saturdays normally. So that means on a Sunday, no, Wednesdays and Sundays. I can't remember, it's been a while because of Vlogmas, yeah. But Wednesdays, I'd always try and like film it. If it was like a sit down video or a vlog, I'd try and film it on the Sunday, and that would give me like Monday and Tuesday to edit and upload the video, and then on Wednesday I could make like the thumbnail and do all the other bits. And then obviously if I was uploading on Sunday, that then gave me, if I had already pre-filmed it, it would give me like Thursday, Friday and Saturday to sit down and edit it, do the thumbnail. It basically would take up my whole Saturday. So I do my cleaning in the morning on a Saturday, and then I spend all Saturday afternoon doing that, and then Sunday morning doing the video for Sunday as well. And vlogs are a lot easier to edit. I can edit a vlog really quickly if I want to, especially the Vlogmas ones, because I don't tend to do many like transitions and stuff with the Vlogmas ones. Maybe in my normal vlogs doing like the time lapses and things like that will take a bit longer. That's kind of just how I do it, and then I tend to do the thumbnail on another night. Next year I would quite like to do 3 uploads a week, but again it just depends on how my job is and like having enough time to do it, as I do want to sort of start my Sims channel as well. I do have a Sims channel. I don't upload on it though because I don't have time. That is kind of, actually that's a goal of 2022. I want to start uploading on my Sims channel, so there you go. The next one is, would you like children? Yes, I would really like children. Don't know when, maybe in the next couple of years. I'm not really that fussed about being married before I have children, but I would like to be engaged before we have one. Whether that would happen or not, who knows what's going to happen. Life is life at the end of the day, isn't it? And I don't have a say if we get engaged or not, so yeah. And before you say I can propose, I know I can propose, but I don't want to. I want Matt to propose to me, so yeah. What Nintendo Switch games do you play? My main game on Nintendo Switch is probably Animal Crossing, but a few of the other games that we really like is, me and Matt like to play Overcooked together, which is really fun, but it can get quite stressful, but you have to be quite vocal with that game and like, pass me the chopping board, or you can't pass the chopping board on that game, but you like, one of you will like, say you had to make a burger on it, or be like, right, you need to fry a burger now you need to fry the fish. Yeah, so that can get quite stressful, that game. I also really like Stardew Valley and Lego Harry Potter. Fun fact, I've completed Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7 on the PlayStation 3 to 100%. I know it's very sad, but when I play games like that, I just like to complete it to 100%. Matt has asked, why did you leave Matt at Disney? When we went to Disneyland Paris, in the security that you go through before you get into Disney Village, Matt had like this stupid sharp object tool which is to measure tire pressures in his backpack, and they wouldn't let him in. And I got so angry at him because I was like, why didn't you empty your backpack from work before we left? I think I was kind of annoyed as well that we could get on the Eurostar and that didn't get picked up, but we couldn't get into Disney. I don't know, but I'm sorry, Matt, for leaving you at Disney. Is your lovely house your forever home? Thank you for calling it lovely. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's definitely our home for a long time. We have toyed with the idea that if we ever needed more room, that we would maybe do an extension, because we're quite fortunate for a new build. Our garden is pretty big, and we've got enough room that we could extend, so we've kind of toyed with the idea that maybe we would extend, and if we needed to, we could do like a garden office, or convert the garage into like an office or a playroom if we ever had to. So I don't know, I wouldn't say never, not in the next 5 years. What work does Matt do? Matt works for a car rental company. I'm not going to tell you what one, but you could probably guess. But yeah, he's an assistant manager at his work, and we'll leave it at that. Final one for Instagram is favourite place / thing to do in New York. Me and Matt, our favourite place in New York is Central Park. We loved it there. Like, there was loads of things to do, even if you just wanted to walk around, or you could chill, or you could go and see the lakes or the fountains, or go to the Boathouse, which is our favourite restaurant in New York. The other thing that was really amazing was the Edge. If you haven't watched my New York vlogs, then go and watch them, because we went to the Edge, and it's basically like this platform that sticks out of the building, so it's like on, then there's nothing underneath it, and it has like this segment which is a glass floor, so you can look down to the street, which is quite scary, but the longer you're up there you feel safer. I think it was more scary because we just watched Squid Games, and this is going to be a spoiler, so sorry if you haven't seen it, skip over. There's a part in Squid Games where they're on the, they have to go glass to glass, and one side it will smash and some of the glasses won't smash, so you kind of have in your head, oh, what if I step on it and the glass smashes and I fall down into the street. But that was really good, and we went to a really nice restaurant up there as well called The Peak, so definitely recommend going up there. Yeah, there's just loads of stuff to do, but if you're going to do one thing, then I definitely do that. The next one was a Christmas tree tour or Christmas tree bauble tour. So I'll just kind of show you some of the main ones. So we've got the star on top. This actually came in a Disney set from Primark because the original star we got was too heavy for the tree. Some of the other baubles on here, these are my favourite ones. These little droplet ones, they're little glass baubles. I don't actually know where they came from, as my auntie got them for me. This little snowman is glass. I've had that for years as well. So I can't remember. Oh, I don't know what shop that came from. I think my uncle bought me that though. Yeah, this one is a little glass reindeer, which we got from Knot Cuts this year actually. I really like this one as well. I think it's really cute. We've got lots of like just normal glass baubles. These ones sort of all came in a set from Knot Cuts as well. And I think these snowflakes are from Knot Cuts. A lot of them are from Knot Cuts, I'm not gonna lie. We've got this Mickey Mouse one. This actually turns on, so I'm just going to show you quickly. There you go. My mum got this for me for Christmas last year. It's just from the Disney store. Yeah, I think it's really cool. This one's from John Lewis. I think this is so like groovy. It's like iridescent. So it's like a little unicorn. But yeah, we got that from John Lewis this year, so they might still have them as well. We've got a few other ones as well. I think these are from the range. These are like our sort of plasticky baubles. We have them towards the bottom because Maisie really likes them. She likes this bauble, it's her favourite. Yeah, I think this might be from Next or the range, that one. Same with these, yeah. And then what else? We've got lots of like the glass ones that came in the set. This one again is from Knot Cuts. The nice little fluffy bits. This bauble's from the Disney store. I got this in a Secret Santa a couple of years ago. But I really like it. It's one of my favourite ones, as I love Disney. I don't know where this one's from, but it's similar to that iridescent unicorn one. We got this as a present this year from my mum and Sean, looking after my brother. But yeah, a lot of them are like quite similar, or they're just repeats, like these little snowflakes I think are from the range. Again, there's another fluffy one. It's slightly different to the one down here, but again, this one's from Knot Cuts. I'm trying to think if there's any other sort of special baubles, but there's just lots of like silver snowflakes as well. I think these ones are from that Primark Minnie Mouse set, the same as the star on the top of the tree. But yeah, again, this one I don't know where it's from. It's gifted to me. Just lots of the same as we go round. Oh, I forgot, we've got one of them round the other side. Forgot this is the only coloured bauble. This is what we got when we went to New York. It's just a New York apple. We bought this in Macy's. Is it Macy's? No, not Macy's, Bloomingdale's. We got that in. I've got my little brown bag. But yeah, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the Christmas tree tour. Oh, and this one's from Primark. I had a Primark advent calendar last year, and this one matched the decor, so I put it on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the Christmas tour tree. Okay, this is a good one. So they put, how did you decide what to name Maisie, and did you have any other names in mind before you decided on it? So yes, we did. So how we sort of came up with Maisie is I kind of gave Matt the criteria that the name had to end in like IE or a Y, so like an E sound. Just because I think it sounds nicer when you're calling your cat, and I think cats respond to that sound where you like go up at the end. So like Maisie, and my other cats have had that as well. So we used to have a cat called Sooty, so like when you call him Sooty. And then we've also got Alfie. So yeah, that was kind of the criteria, I guess. I'm not saying that because we want a cat and we want to call him Hugo, so I mean that doesn't fit, but I don't know. So that was the criteria. So Matt was just like rolling off these names, and we'd kind of whittled it down to 2, and that was Poppy and Maisie. In the end we went with Maisie because of Meg, Matt and Maisie, then we'd all begin with an M. I know that sounds weird, but we just really love the name Maisie. In a way, I'm not sure if I kind of wish I'd saved it in case I had a girl, when we have children, but then I was like, what if I never have a girl? I might have all boys, and then I've not used the name Maisie on Maisie. So that was why. But yeah, the other name was Poppy. I'm trying to think if we had a few other names. I wanted to call her Bellatrix from Harry Potter, and call her Trixie for short, because that fitted in with the you know, with the theme, but Matt didn't like that, so unfortunately we couldn't have that. So I have a feeling she might have been called Bellatrix, if not, but there we are. Do you and Matt have any Christmas traditions you want to start this year, and what's your favourite part of Christmas Day? We haven't really spoken about any Christmas traditions. I mean, if they were going to start one this year, then it is the matching PJs. Matt has exactly the same PJs, and so does Maisie, so maybe that's our Christmas tradition. I don't know. And what's my favourite part of Christmas Day? Well, again, it's hard because my Christmas Day has changed so much the last 2 years with moving out and COVID. I really used to like getting up on Christmas morning, and I would see all of my family. So they used to come to our house when me and my brother were younger, but now my cousins are little, we go to my auntie's house in the morning and watch them open all their presents. I just think that's really magical when you've got young children opening their gifts, because they're like proper in the Christmas magic. Yeah, it's just spending time with people, really. Do you plan on getting any more pets, and what do you have for your next travel? Yes, we sort of do have plans to get more pets. We would like to get, as I mentioned earlier, another cat, and possibly call him Hugo. I don't know. I have also toyed with the name Merlin. So yeah, but I don't think that will be for a while, maybe like another year, as we want Maisie to be a little bit older, just so if anything happens to her, there's like kind of a bit of an overlap where we wouldn't be left without 0 cats. So yeah, and for travel, we haven't got anything planned yet. We have booked some annual leave off, sort of like 2 weeks in the summer. So if we do want to go anywhere, I would quite like to go to Greece. I'd like to go to Mykonos. America again. I mean, we had to cancel Florida, so maybe that might be on the list of travel next. We have got Centre Parks planned for a weekend with our friends Georgia and Phil in January, so that's kind of like the next thing that you'll see, but I wouldn't really class that as like travel going away. So yeah, sorry, those answers aren't very good, but we don't have anything planned necessarily. Again, somebody else asked, do you have any plans on moving house in the near future? Are you happy where you are? Kind of answered that before. We're not planning on moving at the moment for at least 5 years, I would say. Yeah, I think that is it, everybody. Sorry if I didn't answer your question or I missed it somewhere. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better through this Q&A. If you did enjoy it, please let me know in the comments down below, especially if you want me to do another one of these, because I do find it quite fun, because it gets me to think of the answers as well. If you have got any other questions, then put them in the comments, but please don't forget to give this video a like, and please subscribe if you haven't. As I said, I would love it if I could get to 3k before New Year's. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye everybody.